So I got tagged in this video, and I understand your concerns, um, but I feel like your thoughts in regards to this part might be a little bit disingenuous. But the fatal flaw in this is that you tagged me in it, so I'm about to poke holes in a lot of people's conversation when it comes to Kevin Heimbach asking for a refund for Jollywood Nights, because I know a lot of people are a little bit mad about the fact that he said something about it on Twitter. But I really think that people need to think really logically on what's going on, and maybe we can kind of find a thought process here. Number one, I think the biggest conversation piece that a lot of people are having an issue with is that he made a video regarding Jollywood Nights with his review, and it was pretty honest for what it's worth, but everybody's mad that he monetized it. Okay, so he monetized the video, but he would have monetized it anyway whether he liked it or didn't like it. So I think that that conversation gets kind of thrown out the window because it's an either or situation. If he didn't like it, why would he not monetize it? If he liked it, why would he not monetize it? It's you can't do both. If he didn't like it and didn't monetize it, then then you can probably go and forth a little bit more and say, why did you even put out the video if you didn't like it? But it also kind of goes back into the situation is, if you don't release a video because you didn't like the event, are you not releasing a video because you didn't like the event to keep media status and be able to keep yourself in Disney good standing? Or would you rather put out a very honest review regardless of which and still monetize it? Does that make sense? Like, I don't see why he wouldn't. If people want honesty and brutal honesty when it comes to the Disney Corporation, why not put out a video and monetize it? But people don't want brutal honesty or even honesty in that matter. They just want, hey, as long as it's positive, then we're fine. This is what Disney wants. This is exactly what Disney wants. They want nothing but positive reviews. So why not put out a video and be honest about the event? Two, when you're dissatisfied in a product, when you're dissatisfied in Disney, when you're dissatisfied in something in the parks, who do you talk to? Do you talk to the parks themselves, the ones that are putting on the event, or do you run onto the internet to tell everybody? I'll wait for your answer. I'll wait. I'll put this video on pause. I'll really like to hear your answer. Time's up. Because oftentimes people end up running to the internet. They run to the internet so that way they can, go on Twitter. They can go on this app and they go, oh, I had the most awful experience at this theme park because of blah, 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 blah. But they don't go and tell the people, the organization, the company that's actually putting on the event. So why wouldn't you not go talk to them? When you go in the parks, they have people with surveys that people ignore. They send you surveys in the email that you promptly ignore. But the very second that, there's a situation where there's displeasure happening in the parks that you don't like, why would you not go to guest services and say, hey, dude, I didn't really vibe with this event. It really wasn't my thing. I'm sorry. I can't say that whether or not he was asking for a refund, and I don't know if the idea of going to guest services about that is kind of seen as a Karen move, and that's why a lot of people kind of shy away from even going to guest services because they're displeased about something. But why wouldn't you not go to the company? Why? Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense on why people would be like, nah, just go to the internet, trash the park, trash Disney, trash the event. Because what happens is that when Disney sees it online and they see it as a hashtag and they see people that are like really giving like really critical reviews about it, but also there's people that end up turning it into memes, and Disney doesn't see that as a bad situation or a bad event. They only see it as, hey, this is a great event. We're trending on Twitter and we're making money off of it because now we got more nights that are sold out. But nobody ever really knows because nobody's ever talking to guest services and saying, oh, well, I had a bad experience and I want to discuss it. But you don't tell them. You're not saying anything. You're just going on the internet and then being mad about it. And then you're just kind of accepting fate. That's what you're doing, is accepting fate. I find the intent of the original posters' videos, I think they had good intentions, but at the end of the day, it's just purely outrage. That's all this is just outrage for nothing. Because one, if you went to the event and you didn't like it, what were you going to do about it? And then two, if I'm a content creator and I didn't like it, what am I going to do about it? I'm certainly not going to, I'm going to make an honest video and telling people what I thought about the event. I am not simply going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to put up that video because I got to stay in Disney's good graces because hopefully I get media someday. And as long as I get media, then I can get into these events for free all the time. Like, go after those motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. Like, this is nuts. This is nuts to even see. I'm sorry. Your fatal flaw was tagging me in that video. I don't know what you wanted me to do or if you wanted me to jump on the outrage train, but that video wasn't the look, dude. Sorry.